Good morning. I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Amanda. Hello, hi, welcome. Today we're talking about the Isle of Paradise self-tanning drops, okay? Now, I'm pretty annoyed. By pretty annoyed, I mean very. Let me tell you why. I filmed all day yesterday. My intro. All day I kept coming in, checking in with you guys on my tan. And I just plugged in my footage to Final Cut Pro and I was just starting to edit to realize I have no audio. So, my battery in my mic died. It doesn't tell me when it dies. So, super annoying. It doesn't use my camera battery. There's a pro and a con to that your camera battery doesn't die as quick, but your mic may not be recording. So, anywho, let's just get into it. I'm here, again, recording for the second day in a row because my footage has no sound. So, we are going to use that footage and I'm going to place it probably somewhere around here to give you guys an idea of what I did yesterday. So, okay, so Isle of Paradise tanning drops, okay? I've heard lots of good things about them. I hadn't tried them yet. I usually use Bondi Sands 3-Hour Express. So, sorry, it's 1-hour Express, but 1 hour gives you, it says 1 hour will give you a dark tan, but 2 to 3 hours is the darkest. So I usually leave it for that. Anywho, this is really what I'm comparing it to. I'm very pale naturally. And so I want a product that is going to give me like a nice natural golden glow without making me look like an Oompa Loompa. So, like, none of this, okay? Anyways, so I thought I would try them. I thought I would pick them up. Ordered from Sephora, and they are $38. So just for size reference, $38 for this bottle, okay? Now, these have to be mixed with a moisturizer to apply them, which is nice because you can apply it all over your body very easily as it just blends in super well. So, I added it to my Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion for my body and for my face, my CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion, AM or PM, whichever one I had. So, yes. Anyway. So the bottle tells you, just for reference here, get, set, glow.
Add 1 to 12 drops to your favorite moisturizer, mix together and apply to skin. More drops equal deeper tan. Wash hands after application. Do's and don'ts. Must be mixed with the moisturizer. Carry a patch test, blah blah blah. Okay, don't apply to broken, irritated, hypersensitive skin. This product does not contain sunscreen.
Okay, now it tells you to protect yourself from the sun. This does not tell me how long to leave it on for. How do I know? How do I know? I don't. I don't want to have to go to the website. I don't want to have to look up on YouTube. Whatever. I shouldn't have to do that. The bottle should simply tell me. Easy as that. Apparently it's not. So, I put it on and I checked in with you guys on camera, as you'll see when we go through. Every so often, okay? Now, I did 10 drops. It said 1 to 12, 12 being like the most. And so I didn't want to go like crazy, but I also wanted to really give it a fair shot and see how dark it would make me. So, I did 10. So I got my moisturizer, put some pumps in, you'll see. And then I did 10 drops. And this is like a little dropper. Ta-da! Okay. And drip, 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 drip. into the moisturizer. Applied it, you'll see, and then you do that for every piece of your body. 10 drops, okay? So I did that and then stepped off camera. So here's me applying it right here. Stepped off camera to apply the rest because we aren't getting naked on YouTube. It's not that kind of show. Sorry. It's my nephew's birthday today, and I said happy birthday, and he said thank you. That's all. Anyhow, so stepped off camera so that my husband could apply the rest to my back and get it nice and even. So here's a few things about this. Okay, it doesn't have a guide color. So you put it in your moisturizer and it's clear, which is great. Except for you don't know where you've put it, so you really need to make sure that you've gotten everything and really saturate. And if you think you missed the spot, kind of go over it again. It won't make it worse or patchy. Just make sure you really get it in there. So there is that. It doesn't feel sticky or tacky. There is almost no scent to it. Like when I applied it, I would say that there was no scent. I did not smell anything except for my moisturizer, which is a huge pro because the sunless tanning smell is really not the nicest smell. So if we're being honest, it's not usually. So yeah, little to no smell. Later on in the day, I did notice if I like smelled my hand or my arm or whatever, I could smell it a little bit, but honestly, the fact that I couldn't smell it on me just sitting here was a huge pro for me. I really don't like that sunless tanning smell. So that's a huge pro. So I put it on and then I checked in around 2 o'clock, I believe. So I put it on around 10, checked in at 2. Here I am checking in. You don't see a huge difference really. Nothing really crazy going on, and it was on for 2 hours. Now, normally with my Bondi Sands, after 2 hours, I would have a pretty dark tan. So, sorry, it's morning and coffee is needed. I can't even blame it on the morning because I drank coffee all day long. But yeah. So yeah, as for timing goes, it takes much longer than my Bondi Sands 1 hour express. But if it's not an express tan, then most tans do take, 6 to 8 hours. And then they do finish developing once they've been once they've been washed off. So then we come back and we check in again. And now I can really start to notice the tan developing. It's around 5 o'clock, I believe. I'm a little bit flushed in the face because I was mopping, sweeping, trying to clean the floors. I have hardwood everywhere and the boys like to get food on them and it really sticks. So I had to give them a very good scrub with us being in quarantine. We're in the house a lot more, making a lot more mess. So I really scrubbed the floors yesterday, so you can see my cheeks are really quite red. My arms are a little bit red. I get really flushed really easily. So that's not the tan making me red. It's just because I was like working away hard. And the baby is with me because he would not leave me alone at all. I had to carry him around with me. Also probably why I'm flushed. So, because he is not light. Anywho, so then we check in and I wasn't sure if I was going to leave it on all night because like I said, I don't know how long this tan takes to develop. Even though my express tan is only a 3 hour tan, often I leave it on overnight because it doesn't really harm anything and I make sure that my tan is like really set in there, as I am like very, very pale. So I wasn't sure, but what I had started to notice was I had a little bit of splotching on my hands, like around here, and I will show you like final thought everything. But yeah, I started to notice that, and it was getting a little bit darker on my face even especially, and I really did not want to become an orange. So I got kind of nervous, especially because I've never tried this product. So I washed it off. So I washed it off around 8:30 and got out of the shower, and what I noticed rinsing off is normally with self tanner, you do obviously, especially if it has a guide color, your water is going to turn like brown or orange or green, depending on like, you know, the tan brand, whatever. And it kind of just like runs off into the water. And I usually make sure to like wipe my tub out so that it doesn't stain my tub. But with this product, nothing came off my skin, which is a huge pro to me. I don't want to have to rinse out my tub. You know, I just showered, like I don't want to have to like do that after. So that is a really nice thing about it not having a guide color. It just kind of washed right off. So, and it didn't feel like I was washing off all of the tan. So I really did like that, and I didn't smell that sunless tanner smell again in the shower. So often when I'm rinsing off my tan, I notice the sunless tanning smell more in the shower. So I didn't notice that, which is nice. So I come back, show you my tan after the shower. You can see wet hair, fresh out the shower, blah, 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 in these pajamas. So I was impressed, but not like wowed. So I took shots in my bathing suit, 2 little like videos of me just standing there, so you can see like more of my skin than just like this. So anyways, did that before my tan and after my tan. We're gonna insert those probably here. So you can definitely see a difference in the tan, of course. It did work really well. Pretty even all over, I would say. My face seems just to be a little bit darker, but I feel like it's because my skin on my face is very dry. So, I mean, granted, dry skin will go a bit darker. That's why they tell you to not apply so much to elbows, knuckles, knees, feet, etc. So my face is just like a little bit darker, but I don't mind that because the face seems to wash off the most, as well as the hands because you wash it so often. So that I don't mind, that's okay with me. My final thoughts on this product. Is it a good product? Absolutely. Did it make me more tan? Absolutely. Is it even? For the most part, yes. So if I get closer here and let it focus, you can see there is some dark spots on my hands. I did wash my hands afterwards as well, and you can see that even my palms are dark. This is like the worst spot, and I washed my hands thoroughly, okay? So I don't know how long you have to wash your hands for. The bottle does not say. This happened, if you can see, just underneath my ring here. So that's super annoying. My ring does cover it at least, but it's still annoying. I have some on this part of my palm, okay? For the most part pretty even, but I did notice that on my hands, and they said to wash. I washed them. I'm not really sure. As for my face, oh, just gonna bring you in here so you can really see my face. So for the most part, take these off for a second. That's from my glasses, not from the tan. So this spot here, I get dry really a lot in here. So you can see that it's much darker. Now the camera does pronounce it a lot more. It's not that noticeable, but it is there. I feel like if I wash my face twice, it'll be gone, so I'm not super concerned about it. Is it annoying? Yeah. So I don't even know if I filmed with my glasses on before. Anyways, I don't wear my glasses enough. I really need to. My eyes hurt. So I did notice this morning when I got up, I am darker. So this tan really does take some time to develop. And I think it does a lot of developing after the tan has been rinsed. So that's not a bad thing. But I was definitely like kind of annoyed because I used 10 drops and it says to use 1 to 12, and to use 10 drops I was kind of expecting like a much darker tan, obviously. So I was a little bit underwhelmed, I guess I would say. But then when I woke up this morning, I noticed I am much more bronzed, and it is a nice tan. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, that being said, I have some cons, okay? Aside from like the splotches on my hands and on my nose, I haven't noticed anything anywhere else. So I'm really comparing it to my Bondi Sands, right? That's the one I usually use. I love it. Now, let's just compare, you know, packaging, you know. So, Isle of Paradise, vegan friendly, cruelty free, and organic, okay? I don't know if that makes a product more money, like more expensive. I don't really know. Maybe it's, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm always buying vegan friendly, cruelty free, and organic, because I'm not. And maybe I should be more conscious of that. So Bondi Sands, soft setting foam, 1 hour express, Australian made, salon quality, coconut scent, quick dry formula. I'm pretty sure it's cruelty free. I'm like 99.9% sure it's cruelty free. However, actually, and I'm 99.9% sure it's vegan, actually. Organic, I have no idea. So I'm pretty sure it's vegan and cruelty free, and it doesn't say on here, but I'm pretty sure the website does say it. So I did double check, and they are in fact vegan and cruelty free. So thumbs up there. I love it. It is super great. So this you put in a moisturizer. You can use your hands to apply it. This you need a mitt. So kind of annoying. Wearing the mitt is kind of like a pain in the ass. I had to teach my husband how to do it and put it on, and so that he could do my back. So it is kind of annoying in that sense. However, like I said, this is $38. This is $41, okay? So 30 milliliters is 1.1 fluid ounce. Now guys, I am not good at math, okay? I'm not, but I know when I'm getting a good fucking deal. I know value. This isn't it. I gotta tell you, this is not value, okay? This is 7.4 fluid ounces. This is 7 times the amount that you get in this one, okay? Now, understandably, you use more mousse, because this is a tanning mousse, than you would these drops. I mean, you just put little teeny drops in. However, to get this dark of a tan, I'd use 10. So I put my cream in my hand, put 10 drops, did this arm. You know what I mean? Like each body part, you have to get more cream and more drops. So for one tan, I used 1/4 of this bottle, okay? That's a lot of product, okay? It's right there, you can see it, and it was to here. So to do my whole body with the 10 drops method, to make sure I'm evenly coated everywhere, I used 1/4 of the bottle. For $38 and I only get 4 tans out of this, not impressed. I don't like that. That's expensive to me. Like, I don't know, that's expensive. So it's not smart value wise, okay? This, like I said, 7.4 fluid ounces. Yes, you use more per tan, but I have used this at least 6 times, minimum, okay? I don't know if you can hear that. There's still product in here. I still will get at least 2 tans out of this, at least, okay? So, you know, 7 or 8 tans out of this for $41, and this is 4 tans. This will last me a month, where this will last me 2 or more, okay? No brainer for me, obviously. Now, am I completely shitting on this and saying it's shit? Absolutely not. It's still a good product. I mean, my tan looks great. I'm glowing. I love it. But the price point is just really not there, okay? They need to make this bottle bigger. For $38, I expect more than 1 fluid ounce, okay? Maybe I'm cheap. Maybe I like bargain. I don't care. But for $38, 1 fluid ounce, not impressing me, okay? This bottle needs to be made bigger, especially for, oh, here's the thing. This is the dark tan, and I use 10 drops. I shouldn't have to do that. This should be 3 to 4 drops for a dark tan, okay? I shouldn't have to count out 10 drops for each part of my body to put on this freaking tan. So that's what's annoying about this. That's what I don't like. And I don't like how much you get for your money. I like a bargain. I like things that have good value, and I don't mind paying more for a more expensive product if the product proves it's worth that, if the value is there. Okay, the only thing that this does for me that my Bondi Sands doesn't do, Bondi Sands will transfer onto my clothes because it has a guide color, okay, and it has a bit more of a smell, but it also has a coconut scent to kind of mask it. So I really don't mind the scent of it, where this one has pretty much 0 scent. So for those 2 things, I don't think that it's worth the money, to be honest. Like, those two pros aren't worth spending more for such a small amount of product. So either they make this bottle bigger, or they make this bottle, the small bottle, less expensive. So I'm gonna keep this because I do like it, obviously. I'm going to use it, I'm gonna continue to use it on my face, and probably on my hands, if I can get them to not be splotchy. I feel like maybe I just didn't wash my hands enough after I did it, but this is a great product for touching up your face and your hands, because you wash your hands and your face so frequently that they often end up much whiter than your body, due to the fact that we are always washing them. So this is a really great product to just apply to your moisturizer, put on your face, and you're good to go, just as a quick touch up throughout the week. I think that that's great. If you're only using it on your face and your hands even, this product's gonna last you a really long time. For your whole body, it's really not. As like a top up, or like, you know, just to give you a little extra bronzy glow, I think that this is a great product. But to use on your whole body all the time, I think it's expensive and not worth it. Not for what you get, personally. So final thoughts are, is it a good product? Yes. Do I recommend it? No. I recommend Bondi Sands. I love them. I stand by them. They're fantastic. You get a lot of product. They're great. And not to mention, I got one of these. I ordered one, and this top is like the mousse top, like you push it and the mousse comes out. I got it and this was broken, so I had to like try to fidget it on to get the product out. It was awful. I got it everywhere, all over my hands. I emailed them and they sent me not 1 but 2 full bottles to replace it. So their customer service is really, really great as well. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I spend my own money on this, so I recommend them. Their customer service is amazing. They're really great. And I always am happy with my tan afterwards. So yeah. With that being said, if you have other tan recommendations for me that won't turn me orange and works on very pale skin, let me know. I want to try them out. I want to compare them to my Bondi Sands and see how they stand up. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. I want to test some more out. Alright, so if you guys want to follow up on my life, and keep up with me. Follow me on Instagram, basically Amanda Lea, Lea. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. You guys know the drill. Comment, like, subscribe, turn the bell notification on so that you get my newest video updates, and I will see you all next time. Bye.